yes, you can block things, but it doesn't really help with getting on top of these sort of mobile, longer range picks.
You do have engaged Scion, so you don't really... He's going to dash forward, but it is just going to be Gen.G saying thanks for the leash. And True Shot Barrage just to make sure that there's no one hiding in the shadows. So there we go, Gen.G going to be able to grab that first objective. Dragon going over their way, and no first blood just yet.
A little bit for them. Oh, Bulldog.
Okay.
Yeah, it says yeah. A little bit for ambitious Dragon take from Pureshik there. Didn't really have the setup to go for it, and Gen.G set a pretty nice trap. Don't manage to finish off the Wukong, but do manage to pick up the Dragon themselves. And they will definitely take that.
Went over to Gen.G, but there's at least one grub for the DN Freecs.
Yeah.
And there is a Hex Flash, because Duro can. Shattering Strike's pretty good there as well. As the dash forward, crash down is good. As True Shot Barrage comes in, Arcane Shift actually picks up the kill. That is novel. And Life is also now dead. Yep, that's the kill going on over. So a double kill in 2v2, not too bad there for Ruler and Duro. As Keen getting pushed away, he might be dead, does manage to surge himself back up to some health, and then just pounces his way out. Pureshik now is going to die as Canyon throws the ulti in, and Dudu not going to have the damage to stop him. And he's just pretty sticky on this doggo. Still the turret not going to be enough for, sorry, not going to be something that Canyon can fight against. Bulldog gets a plate, but it is, I spoke too soon. Going to be in between.
It's easy strategy. No grass stacks for this Nidalee.
Nope.
Well, other than like the 100 she's had already.
Yeah, yeah. But not anymore.
Yeah.
Look, there's a cannon.
There's a cannon.
There's a pedal.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get there in time. He can't TP to pick it up.
Kane, get the pedal. We can see it on the minimap. Optimization there from Duro. Here on Gen.G. There's Canyon just getting into position to try and make something happen, perhaps, as Dudu. He just wants to get to his turret, guys. And you know what? He'll get there. Charm comes on through. Trophy picks up turret aggro. And Duru's coming on in. If this doesn't work, then you just invite the metal horse. And Dudu goes down.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Duro is going to get taken out. It's a 1-for-1. And Dudu is a happy zombie.
I think Canyon getting aggro there would have been optimal.
You can see Chovy with his Boots of Lucidity upgraded somewhat now as well. And he's going to be able to take down the first turret. So theoretically, a full monopoly on the feats, but we don't see the first turret one going on over. I kind of would like it if you still saw it. Even though feats of strength are done. Like, I hate that it sort of stops counting them, because I like knowing who gets the first turret, you know?
You won.
Yeah, no, that's my bad. I don't want to be greedy. All right, crash down onto Life as the door is there, but he can't put it all around him, unfortunately, and so he's just dead. Ruler going to be able to pick that one up, taking down his former teammate.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like
get the heck out of there, but concussive blow's not going to work out, and Ruler just denying as much farm as he possibly can as he takes down an inner turret. Emperor's Divide finds the air.
You know, you miss every shot you don't take.
Yeah, and you missed the ones you miss as well. Did you know that?
Man, the DN Freecs need to be hitting some shots.
People that did Kingsman. And I think they say hacker in that. I'm like, it just feels weird.
Yeah.
The word hacker right now.
Oh, but then they're going to do that thing they did with the zombie films.
Yeah.
Where they don't want to say hacker, so they say
something.
With.
Yeah, okay. Oh, we've got a team fight. That's a nice Magnus Storm here from Duro. Shattering Strike, a lot of value. No one dead just yet, but in and out goes Gen.G. As True Shot Barrage doesn't find the mark. Canyon is just going to cut them down, though, and my God, the blender that is Gen.G is pretty frightening. And it's not even, like, good news for Dudu, who's outside of the fight. He's dealing with Keen this whole time.
Kind of just decimated them. Yeah, Dudu, he's just having his own little time against the Nidalee. Not too fun, but more fun than the rest of DNF are having. Yeah, they did that with zombie films. I think the market got a little... Oh!
Okay, there's a crash. All right, King gonna get knocked up. Remember, he can just pounce away.
Yeah.
At any time.
Oh,
and he does. Dudu could have flashed after him, but he didn't know it was there.
Get the follow, and also Keen has flashed, so...
Yeah.
You know, they use that, that'd be peak, honestly.
What about E-Detective? We're gonna need an E-Detective for this one. It's Veronica Mars' daughter that's going to do it. Veronica Mars, fantastic show, but definitely is a little bit older, and it probably would be an E-Detective that they'd need now as Chovy over the wall. A bit of a jump scare there for Life, who is just dead, ladies and gentlemen.
Interesting, his name is Life, and yet he has the most deaths.
Ironic.
Yes.
Some could say. As Dudu roaring like a slayer, but he's otherwise not going to find too much. It's a 2-level lead here for Keen.
He's kind of vibing though. I'm going to be honest. Dudu on his Scion. If you ignore everything else in the game.
All right, well, there's a flanking teleport from a Nidalee. I don't know necessarily what that means. But with the amount of money Gen.G has, probably not great things for DNF. As Life, okay, avoiding a fair bit, but will get charmed up. There's Orbit Deception there as well as Canyon and Keen. Oh, the cats and dogs are so incredibly frightening. There's the first kill, and there's a whole bunch more as Ruler is just going ballistic. The doggo as well. Dudu is trying to run away. He liked it more when it was the 1v1 against the Nidalee in a side lane. As he's like, yeah, is this what's been happening around the rest of the map? Oh dear.
This is just pristine top lane experience. You get counterpicked by a ranged top laner that you can only describe as cringe. After playing your lane out as best you can, trying to pick up some farm, you realize the rest of your team is a combined 0-13. And the game is
By the
just
way,
over.
It definitely is just over. I think, is it Kion that came up with Firewall Tickler as a hacker name?
Lord of the Pings is
Lord of the Pink. Digital Locksmith feels a bit real. Actually really like that. Kion, that's some good stuff.
We should pitch this.
Charm going to come on through. Emperor's Divide doesn't do enough because the Nexus explodes. And Gen.G will pick up